In this video we are going to talk about 10 ways to get rich quickly. Whoever wondered, how can I become wealthy? Everyone fantasizes about winning the lottery and becoming wealthy suddenly. People want to be wealthy. Simply search for it on Google Books and you'll notice that it's been on the rise since the 1990s. Being wealthy is a mental condition. In certain ways, you can be wealthy and still be poor, and vice versa. Rich can be defined in a variety of ways. Many people simply regard it as a sign of having a lot of money. For them, being wealthy equates to becoming a millionaire. However, wealth can also refer to psychological wealth. It is a triumph to be able to live without having to worry about money. To be wealthy, you don't always need to possess a castle. Everyone may be wealthy if they have the freedom to accomplish anything they choose and find fulfillment in their lives. The goal is to make do with what you have, or even less. To be normal even though you have the financial means to do much more. Being wealthy is a lofty ambition, but if you're up for it, here are some simple ways to get it. Number 10. Exploit your skill as a self-employed expert and invest in it. Make it your mission to be the best at one thing, work on it, train for it, learn it, practice it, analyze it, and refine it. Most professional athletes and entertainers are millionaires, and this is because they maximize their abilities. If you're good at anything, you'll probably be able to make a lot of money from it. It is critical to never stop learning in order to become an expert in something. Successful people invest time, energy, and money in their personal development, and it could be the most rewarding investment you ever make. To begin, determine the skill you want to develop. Make a list of the top 10 people in the world at that one thing, and use it to set goals and track your progress toward being the best. If you're a writer, for example, you may look through the New York Times bestseller list to find the top 10 authors you admire. Learn more about these authors, including what they did to achieve success and some of their work. By studying successful historical models, invest time and work in enhancing your own craft. Number 9. Hit $100,000, then invest the rest. Everyone wishes to become wealthy quickly. However, a goal like this isn't easy to achieve in a short amount of time. Instead of focusing on how to get rich quick, set a goal of saving $100,000. The modest amounts you save on a daily basis add up. Even if you can only put aside $5 or $10 at a time, each of these investments will help you build a strong financial foundation. Number 8. Be an inventor and consider it as an opportunity to serve. Stop focusing on becoming wealthy quickly and instead focus on serving a large number of people. Your ideas will have more influence if you consider what others need or what could enhance society. Not only that, but you might be the first to create a future hot product. When you start serving a large number of people, word of mouth becomes even more powerful, not to mention that you'll get a lot more user input to help you better what you're doing. Having a patent for a well-known innovation could put you on the fast track to success. Take, for example, Snapchat. It would undoubtedly be difficult, but consider it a means of giving back to those who are in desperate need of your idea. Without the public's backing, no business can succeed. Rather than milking every last dime from your clients, demonstrate that you are actively striving to improve their lives. Number 7. Invest in a startup company. Using the same potential consideration of startup in the preceding points, having stock in one or more startup firms might be a lucrative investment if the company succeeds and either floats or is sold to a larger corporation. The chances aren't favorable because only a small percentage of startups succeed in reaping big capital gains. You can, however, use your judgment to determine which business concept and management team are most likely to succeed. On this basis, early employees at Apple, Google, and Microsoft became millions. Number 6. Develop property. Purchasing, developing, and selling real estate has always been a popular way for people to build wealth. Borrowing could be an important part of this strategy. Let's say you borrow $200,000 and put $50,000 down to purchase a $250,000 home. The property is then developed and sold for $400,000. Although the property's value has climbed by 60%, your $50,000 has grown fourfold to $200,000. You must choose the correct properties in the right regions and strategically develop them. You're vulnerable to property market booms and busts. However, in the long run, this is a tried and true method of accumulating wealth. Number 5. Build a portfolio of stocks and shares. You may develop a big store of money if you make consistent stock investments over time, choose carefully, and reinvest dividends. Stocks, of course, can swing in either direction, and many small investors lose heart when their portfolio plummets. But in the long run, equities are just as good as real estate and far more liquid. For individuals with cash and strong nerves, stock market crashes are excellent buying opportunities. Number 4. Start your own business and eventually sell it. In recent years, an increasing number of startups have enjoyed remarkable success with high returns. You have a chance of succeeding if you can develop a new approach to a certain segment of the market and build a firm that serves that need. It could be anything from a cleaning service to a meal delivery service to a blog. Building up the business will most likely take years of hard labor. All entrepreneurs will have to deal with a lot of danger and anxiety. However, if you succeed, the potential rewards are enormous. Number 3. Spend intentionally and minimize costs. It's critical to cut expenditures and be more deliberate with your spending if you want to become wealthy. This is the second step, although it should have been one of the first. You'll need to keep a budget if you want to spend wisely and save money. You can keep track of how much you spend and where you spend it this way. Make a prioritized list of how you're going to spend your paychecks once you get them. This includes budgeting for debt reduction, savings, leisure, and emergencies, among other things. Your goal should be to save costs as much as possible so that you can invest the money in growing your wealth. Sierra Ocean's president and lead advisor, Jeff Burrow, recommends ravenously finding methods to cut your lifestyle spending and saving 25% of your income. Number 2. Work on your professional career. There is no substitute for increased earnings. As the saying goes, there's only so much money you can save, but there's no limit to how much money you can make, at least in principle. As your career/business/main occupation progresses, make sure you always save more than you spend as you obtain increases and increase your gross income. A goal to get rich as rapidly as feasible will be completely derailed by lifestyle cost creep. Increasing your income will, of course, be dependent on the employment you have. Those with hourly jobs, for example, may have limited options for increasing their earnings. Moving up the corporate ladder, on the other hand, might be a strong strategy to get wealthy because you will be able to save and invest more. Number 1. Find extra work. The concept of a side hustle isn't new, but if you have some spare time and can pick up some extra work for a few hours each week, it can be a lucrative way to supplement your income. Work in the gig economy, such as Uber and TaskRabbit, makes it simple to obtain flexible hours. There are many lists of different types of side hustles available online. Finding a side hustle is sometimes easier said than done, but it might provide you with additional funds to invest. Start looking for 2 to 3 side hustles that can help you increase your take-home pay right away. Save as much as you can, Burrow said. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from me again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go. Thanks for watching.